totally fuck up and lose it all. She said, well, we'll live in a fucking box and we'll do it again. Let's do this. Hello, everyone. I don't know if anybody likes these shaky truck videos, but I love making them. I like thinking when I'm driving and, get to clear my mind and see what we're talking about. So today we are talking about the new podcast. We have been on the creative side of this for at least a month, working through what this is going to be, what this is going to be about, who this is going to be for, the exact person this is going to be for. There's no other podcast like this, okay? This podcast is going to fucking rock. I am so fucking excited to release this podcast. The reason being is there's a lot of this stuff. There was a little bit of pain that it caused thinking about and creating this because of the times of my life where I was totally in the trenches with my relationship. This podcast is going to have me and the wife. She hates when I say the wife. I don't know. My wife, my amazing wife, the CF fucking O. Is it CFO? Chief Marketing. CM fucking O of our company. I mean, dude, she's a marketing maniac. She is the fucking bomb. This company would be nothing without her. But she's going to be in there as well. We're going to be talking through this transformation and what's happened so far in our life. And going through the creative process, which with that, we've got the name for it. I'm not going to tell you yet, but the name is here. We're rocking. Going through that creative process, it just brought up, I'm a eternal optimist, and I never talk about the bad shit. And it really kind of made me think about, how bad our marriage had got, how I was just a workaholic. And given, I still, I work a lot, but I really focus on a lot of things, and I give 100% wherever I am now. Things are fucking, you can't even compare my life now to 3 years ago. This is going to really relate to you if you're in the trenches. You're watching me right now and you're hearing me talk about this and you're like, God, I've got this business going. Maybe my wife doesn't believe in me, or maybe nobody believes in me, or maybe I'm always in trouble because I'm working too late, or that's at least how I feel or how I assume it is. I'm stressed out of my mind because it just doesn't seem like it's going to get easier. I'm scared to death I'm going to run out of money and I'm going to fail. If these being in the trenches thing that you're going to start hearing raindrops starting to rain here in Florida, which means in 2 seconds it's going to be a downpour. You probably won't be able to hear me talk. But if you're going through these things, these stresses, there's always going to be stress in business, but they make it impossible to operate. When you can align with your spouse, your person, your people, and they can understand the mission and what you're going to and what you're moving towards and what you're trying or doing and creating, the speed you can move is radically fucking different. What you can accomplish is radically different. All of a sudden, when you're aligned, instead of one person heading one direction and the other person heading the other direction, and then there's a little rope that ties them together and nobody really ever gets anywhere. Now you're both running together. You're helping pull the cart. You're helping move things forward, or whatever that equates to, your team, whatever challenge it is. So that's who this thing's for. Our marriage, I was really worried. I thought for sure we were going to get a divorce just because of really what I'd caused with the business. I worked my ass off. People don't sign up to be with a workaholic. They don't, it's not what they signed up for. Most people just are used to the 9-to-5 thing and whatnot. It can put so much stress on a relationship, and it can ruin a relationship, and business can be the fuel. It can be the fuel on the fire that causes those things if you stay in those trenches forever. So this is going to have a lot to do with the journey of being straight up in the trenches to where I'm at now. And in business, what's cool is it's always the newest trench. I'm in a new trench of my life. I'm in a new battle. I was in the battle to try to figure out how to start a company and get to $1 million. Now I'm in the new trench, the new battle. There's one of landscape crews in Florida. They're the shit. A new trench and a new battle of how do I get my company to 10 million? After 10 million, how do I go to 20? How do I go to 50? How do I go to 100? How do I expand into other verticals of things we're doing? How are we going to continue to grow our coaching group so we can help more fucking people grow their business faster and have less issues? GrowCom is blowing up right now. That's a purpose built thing for me. so many people message me and ask me questions and want me to help, and I want to help them all, and I can't help everybody. And it was a way to feed everything into that one and provide as much fucking value as I can bring for my time in business and conferences and all the stuff I've learned. So I just covered from A to Z of what that podcast was going to be and the things it's going to lead into and where my life is. And this is going to be really fucking impactful. You're going to get to hear the other big, like, my wife, Nicole, is not, her face isn't out there on enough stuff, but she's involved in everything. She's incredible. She's my fucking person. She is my best friend. We own businesses together. We run this shit a million miles an hour together. We're both fearless. I've got support. And you know what's truly fearless? I've got fucking courage. I'm scared of all kinds of shit, and I do it anyway. But having someone that supports you, that, like, you know, I've had the conversation, what if I totally fuck up and lose it all? And she said, well, we'll live in a fucking box and we'll do it again. Dude, you can't fucking beat that. I came from no fucking alignment and a total train wreck to being in a place I'm proud to say I fucking love. So that's the podcast. That's what it's going to be about. That's the brief overview, and you're going to fucking love it. So leave in the comments below if there's things with the two of us we're talking about that you want to hear us talk about. If you're excited about the podcast, if you're going to share this fucking podcast, you know, because if you like this and you get value out of this shit, you should always share shit you like and you get value out of. So leave that in the comments below. Talk to you soon.